Hello, how you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. He don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright, we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes.
figure. Hey, girl. Hey, hello. It's your girl Dazzle, and I am back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box. Everything is down there. Look, we got to do an update reading for Clarissa Shields, Papoose, and Remy Ma, right? Because as you can see on the internet hasn't been good to Papoose and Clarissa, okay? And no matter how much Clarissa tries to prove to the internet that everything is all good and she's just living life and whoop-de-woo, it's like the internet is just undefeated. Like, she's just not going to beat the internet. And on that note, we just got to figure out. But I wanted to show you guys this or whatever, because we can start with this, right? So basically, hold on. So basically, Clarissa Shields fired back after content creator criticizes her Louis Vuitton shopping spree. Says she needs a mentor and questions why she was alone spending her own money. Okay, so if y'all want to know the tea, here's a little bit of a backstory. So what I do know is that Remy Ma had posted that she was shopping for Christmas. And, matter of fact, let's rewind this song. Papoose was around because, he's going to see his daughter for her birthday. They had an amazing little birthday party. McDonald's inspired. First of all, let me just show y'all, because she was just so cute, right? It was really, really cute. All right, let me look. It was so cute for her birthday. So she had a McDonald's inspired birthday party, and she was like dressed up like the girl version of Ronald McDonald. It was really cute. And she had the whole thing set up so cute. So this is Remy Ma's daughter for her birthday party. This was just so cute. She was so cute. Like, really cute. Like, really, really cute in the background. And she had the cute birthday cake. Everything. Like, even the little, oh, look at the socks. And then she dressed up like her, like Mommy and Me, McDonald's costumes. This is so cute. But that was her birthday. That was on December 16th, right? That's when she posted everything. Right? They was making slime. They had the kids over. It was a good time. Like, that was the background and everything. Really cute, really unique. And she even had the McDonald's money with her face on it. It was so cute, right? Love it. So you had that going on. So, of course, Papoose is going to be with the golden child for her birthday or whatever, right? So you had that going on. Then further down the line is Christmas, right? So then, Remy Ma posts this. She's posting herself going shopping, getting her little fur coat, looking all cute and stuff. Just doing for herself. Mind you, check this out. She got the boots, a regular tank, and some jeans, simple but cute. And I think it's really cute. I like the gray and the browns and stuff on Remy Ma. She has that chocolate skin tone, so it matched everything. Like, I like that for her. And she looked good, right? And she's smiling and she looked happy. No makeup, looking refreshed, looking young. You know, for her age, to be honest, and that's not even me digging at her age, because I feel like she's still young to me, right? Her age is still young. She looks really good, okay? And it's so funny because she was like, I don't know about y'all, but I love Christmas shopping. Buy a gift for someone, then buy a gift for me. Buy another gift for someone, buy 2 gifts for me. Buy another gift for someone, buy 3 gifts for me. And then she added the person, I guess, who was the owner of the shop. And Crystal and Shadow Fox combo, sidebar. It's too cold to be out here foxing it, right? Like fur or like fox fur, right? I don't want to hear nothing about it. So she likes her real fur, her chinchilla, whatever the case may be. She a New York girl, right? So she posts that, right? So then Clarissa Shields, she goes back, right? And mind you, it's Christmas, so you know Papoose spent time with his daughter on Christmas. And it's crazy because I don't think he spends time with his daughter and Clarissa at the same time. I don't think they spend time together, right? So it's a solo mission when he's out with his daughter, right? So when you go to Clarissa Shields, right? When you go to her page, let me see. That's when she goes, and she goes all the way to the Louis store and drops over 30K at the Louis Vuitton store, right? That's her. Now, mind you, if you notice, she has on some fur boots, some jeans, and a basic top, right? And it's funny because Remy Ma had on some boots, but they wasn't fur, they was high heels, some jeans, and a basic top. And Remy Ma, you know, I think she had like wet and wavy tracks or whatever, or a lace front. But Clarissa Shields had, you know, some tracks, and she had some leave out that was not like blended well. But it is what it is, right? So she posts the receipts at the Louis store. Now, people who got a degree in nosy raciality or whatever, you know, I'm not really looking to see what the fuck she bought, right? But here's the tea. And then she's out here, you know, her post was T, I'm T bitch, period. That's the post, right? GOAT, Clarissa Shields, the biggest, right? And she's just counting money and stuff at the Louis store. So she posted that straight after Remy Ma posted her in this fur coat. So I'm like, okay. But she had to have fur boots on, so it had to be something fur. So, I mean, it looked like it's a tit for tat type thing. And then, this is crazy, but she was at the store by herself, right? So then, you know, Papoose gets her a gift, supposedly. Clarissa Shields shows off her Louis Vuitton her man Papoose got her. He dropped a bag. He says he loves her. Merry Christmas, right? The same store getting Louis bags and stuff. Now, here's my question. Do y'all feel like she got this gift and gave it to him to give to her for Christmas? Because it's weird. Because I'm like, out of all places, you just went to the Louis store, the Louis Vuitton store. So out of all places to have a gift for you, he went to the Louis Vuitton store too, straight afterwards. It just looked like somebody lying. It looked like you bought your own Christmas gift. And I'm so I'm gonna go ahead on and ask that question first. It looked like you bought your own Christmas gift, right? So did Papoose, I'm gonna just ask, did Papoose really buy Clarissa Shields the tote? Because it was a tote, a traveling tote, right? Louis Vuitton bag, the traveling tote bag. And she had the traveling suitcase and stuff to go with it, right? So did did Papoose really buy Clarissa Shields that Louis Vuitton out of his own hard-earned money, or did she buy it? Who bought this? Did he buy this? Did he buy her Christmas gift? 1, 2, 3. She bought it. She bought it. She bought it. She's the breadwinner. She's the empress. Okay. She's the one that's abundant, that's making the money. Okay. She's the one with the stardom, the fame, the money and stuff, right? So she bought it, right? She at least orchestrated it. Okay. And then not only that, she wanted people to see it. And it makes sense because I did watch Tasha K's interview with her cousin. Now, with her cousin, I got to treat her like Jaguar, right? Some shit, but some shit, Like, you see what I'm saying? So, with the son upright, I do think she do pull stunts like what her cousin said. Like when her other boyfriend proposed to her on the yacht, and he had to re-propose to her so the camera can get it, so they can video record it, and it looked good because she want the public to see her being proposed to. So she really cares about what the public thinks, and she wants to stunt and make this image for the public. And so this was the image that she had. She produced, this empress is actually married. I mean, not married. This empress is actually pregnant, abundant, and giving birth. She gave birth to them Gucci bags. Not Gucci, Louis Vuitton bags. She gave birth to them, okay? So it was either her idea, okay, or she was heavily invested into them Gucci bags being put out here on the internet so y'all can say that Papoose gave her something, okay, for Christmas, all right? And it didn't go well. It didn't translate well with this 8 of Wands in the reverse, okay? It just didn't, right? Because people are just like, hold on, girl. And the 3 of Swords right here, heartbreak, distance, separation, betrayal, right? So this was to actually heal that, feeling away, because she was by herself a couple of times because he had to go over there where Remy and her child was so he can co-parent, right? Because he couldn't co-parent with her, right? And mind you, I was just listening to, because for some reason something told me to listen to this song, What Do the Lonely Do on Christmas? It was to soothe that. So it's to make her feel better, about it. So that's what that was, which is sad because that's not what you have to do. And then the 4 of Wands is in the reverse. Like, this is supposed to be 2 people coming together and building some stuff. But the problem is, it's like this relationship has been built on shaky foundation. It's cracks in this foundation. And y'all already know what it's about. It's about the fact that this man is still married, right? And he has not gotten a divorce yet. And also, this man is not well off either. He's riding off of you. So it's 2 things with that. So that's a lot right there. But what happened was, and this is what really piqued my interest, right? Mind you, the whole time, listen to this. Now, I didn't even see this right here. Now, this is a clip from Tasha K's interview. Now, I didn't even see that. That was crazy. This is a clip from her cousin. Look.
Unhinged. She really the fuck is. Y'all think that I'm unhinged. You think I'm off my fucking rocker. Y'all know she used to get a disability check.
Didn't know that.
How did the Disability Association get up in here in this conversation? What disability check did Clarissa used to draw? She's not supposed to be fighting if she has a disability, right?
No, when she won her first Olympics, her mama, she found out that So when she won the Olympics the first time, so Security came for and told her to owe them like $25,000. And when she asked them what for, it was because her mother had been getting a fucking disability check for her since she was like 9 years old.
Okay.
What was the diagnosis?
As everybody else in our family.
She crazy like everybody else in our family. No, it could have just been her mama was trying to get that extra money. But look, that's not the here or there. But that was just a clip from the Tasha K interview with her cousin or whatever. That's why I said it's with that. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and finish this mess. So basically, so she got into it because you know the internet is undefeated, and for some reason, you know, she wants to prove to the internet that Papoose really love her, or she's doing this all great, whatever. And basically, she can't take what the internet is saying, so she's always wanting to clap back in some type of way. So here's this one.
I say you don't have a good mentor around you. This is what I mean. Who thought it was a good idea for you to go in the Louis Vuitton store thinking that you were stunting on people when you in there looking mad, you in there looking disgruntled? And why? Because somebody else's man is not with you on the holidays. Like, this here video should have been you with a single guy that you engage with, him taking you to the Louis Vuitton store, and him spending his money on you. That is not a flex. You taking $20,000 of your own money to go into the Louis Vuitton store and buy yourself a Christmas present when you're around the internet parading with somebody else's husband saying, your man, your man, your man. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good.
Okay, so basically this was a content creator who basically criticized her, like I said, basically going Louis Vuitton shopping by herself, says she needs a mentor and questions why she was alone spending her own money, right? On Christmas. Like, what do the lonely do on Christmas? I mean, you know, whatever. So then she decides to go in this man DM. So she goes in this man DM and says, nigga, you sassy as hell. You really on here mad I went shopping. And nigga, learn the facts. Papoose is going through it. Papoose is going through a divorce. Talking about parading around. We together. Man, got one of these girls who need guidance. I made it. Still making it. The fuck you talking about? You acting like a fucking girl. Period. A pussy hoe. You got that, man? Clarissa, I'm not mad you went shopping. I'm not even mad, period. I want to see you win. Do you know how much money you're leaving on the table? You should be our Mary Lau Raton. I don't know Mary Lau Raton. I don't know who the fuck it is. I rocks with you and Pap, but I'm going to be real with you, even if you hate me. Not the baby moving. I love you when you had the short fro before the come up, and I love you now without wanting anything from you. I look at you like a daughter, for real. But if you talk to me like that again, then I'm going to have to put some gloves and tie my hand behind my back and get in that ring and see if you really can knock a man out. Don't know why he put that extra shit in there. But the simple fact is she went all the way to this man because he's like, you need a mentor, and why are you in the store shopping by yourself with your own money on Christmas and you got a man, right? That's supposed to be with you, right? So that really like ticked her off. And you got a lot of people that's like, we need to leave her alone. And who are you to tell her how to spend her money? But then you got other people like, I don't see what he said wrong. I mean, goddamn. I mean, what did he say wrong? But my whole thing is like, why is she worried about what these people are saying on the internet if she's really happy in her situation? You know, people gonna talk. But what's the point of you getting mad and going in this man's DM? You could have ignored him, hit Control Alt to delete out my timeline, whatever. But apparently you didn't want to do that. So we're gonna ask, right? We're gonna ask what ticked Clarissa off about what he said. What was the deciding factor for Clarissa Shields to go into this man's DM and curse him the fuck out and call him a pussy hoe and sassy? And don't worry about me. What made her tick off that bad? What was the problem? What's the problem? What is the problem? What was the problem? What was the reason? 1, 2, 3. What ticked her off? The Son of Cups in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Seven of Cups. Supreme. Okay. So here's the good thing. What I'm going to say is Spirit really wants her to stay in her creative bag, right? Know that you are who you say you are in your world, in your bubble, in my own little corner, in my own little share. I can be whatever I want to be, right? Right now, you know, her ancestors have put her in a position, okay, that she can create whatever that she wants to create. Like my father used to tell me, get on planet and for the internet, I'm gonna say Dazzle. They used to be like, get on planet Dazzle. Okay. When you're on planet Dazzle, you can create anything you want in your life on planet Dazzle. Anybody who you feel like is not good for you, anything that's negative that you don't want there, you don't have to have there. Okay. Because why? It's planet Dazzle. It's what you create. It's what you want in your life. Right? You don't have to allow anything in your life that you don't want in your life. You can create anything. If you want to be, I don't know, the mayor, the president of the world, Craig, you can do that. Stay on planet Dazzle. So her spirit guides, her ancestors want her to stay on planet Clarissa. You know, you have these things. Create the beautiful things you want that you've always wanted in your life, right? There's no need to worry about what someone is saying. But the truth be told, the reason why she got so upset is because there is a man in her life that is obviously younger than the man that's talking, right? That is the Son of Cups in the reverse, that she feels like it's the Son of Cups in the reverse. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. This is wishy-washy, say one thing and do another. Be like, I want you to be my world. I want to marry you. I want to do this. I want to do that. I love you. But it's an immaturity too because they don't really mean it. Right? And then that's Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse, right? So this is a loss of money. This is somebody who's not giving money, right? Or you have to be the one that's giving money. And honestly, or giving what, matter of fact, it ain't just a pentacle, okay? Let's be more technical. It's stability, security, and wealth. So it's a new opportunity for stability, security, and wealth. For one, Spirit is saying she needs to hold on to that money, okay? She needs to hold on to that money, okay, and invest it in something better that makes planet Clarissa better, right? So you got that going on, but you also got the stability, security, and wealth part. She wanted a stable relationship, she wants to feel secure in her relationship. This man has offered her that. He came as the Son of Cups in the reverse, who is manipulative, and said that he was going to be a secure spouse or significant other for her. Right? And right now she's so confused right now because part of it could be delusion because the Seven of Cups is all an illusion, putting 20 on 10, acting like it's one thing and it's not, selling you a fantasy, right? But it's like, you're selling me this fantasy, but you're not here with me at the moment. So she was ticked off by that. So he struck a nerve because she was ticked off by Papoose. Mm-hmm. She low-key was feeling away. She felt the way. That's just what it is. She felt the way. But what I will tell her is she's supposed to be creating her happiness and creating her world, right? That doesn't mean you have to have a man who's not going to... Well, look, for right now, before we get into the other part of the reading, that don't mean you have to have a man who's promising you things that you feel like it's not fulfilling them in your world. You don't, right? This money is not for him. It's for you and to enrich yourself. And when that man that's supposed to be there for you actually comes, he will come and help you grow. You don't have to lose a coin over it. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be so generous, right? Don't have to be. So that's why she was mad at that man, because it struck a nerve. And she didn't know. She just couldn't take it. That's why she immediately called them faggots. That's what she basically did, was call him a faggot. She ain't say faggot, but that's exactly what she wanted to call him. Sassy, pussy hoe. Sound like faggot to me. But that's what that was, right? So let's go ahead and ask these questions then, because we got to ask, because I want to know. And I'm going to ask this. We're just going to start off with how does Remy feel about Clarissa, right? So let's go ahead and do some true emotions, right? We're going to use True Emotions Oracle. And I'm not going to lie. I have did a pre-reading. And the things that I kind of felt, I'm like, that's why Spirit was telling me put on What Do the Lonely Do on Christmas. Yeah. I feel like she was lonely on some parts. She was mad because he was not there with her, right? And he was with his daughter, right? So how does Remy truly currently feel? What is her true emotions towards Clarissa Shields currently, right? How does she truly currently feel about Clarissa? 1, 2, 3. And I feel like she feels like Clarissa is excessive. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. It was okay. I think that this is in a reverse for me. This came out in the reverse. Illumination, Truth, Discovery, Awakening. She been found out who Clarissa was, right? Or who she thinks Clarissa is. So basically, that is true. So whatever. She made a determination about Clarissa and who she is as a person a long time ago, right? That's one part of it. The other part of it is that she feels like Clarissa don't know everything. Clarissa just doesn't know everything, right? Things are not being illuminated for Clarissa. Clarissa feels like she's in the dark, right? Love message. She feels like either Papoose still sends Remy Ma little messages, little hints or whatever. And also Clarissa has been sending messages to Papoose a lot. Okay, a lot. All right? To the point that I also feel like, which is crazy, because you have side hustle in the back, and this is right here, the next one. This is like Uber driver, right? And he's on a bicycle. Now, they've been saying for years Papoose ain't got no money. And, you know, Remy Ma was carrying Papoose, you know, financially and stuff, right? So Papoose wasn't the one with the purse, right? So it was given brokey, right? But then he goes to Clarissa And it's like that. So I kind of feel like with these love messages and the side hustle, like I kind of feel like she thinks that Clarissa's being played. Okay. Just played. And she kind of feels like Clarissa needs to find self-love, just like she's trying to make sure that she's giving herself self-love, right? So if there was any advice that she had for Clarissa, is to find the love. The greatest love of all should be happening to you, bitch. Within you, bitch. Not from Papoose. Because he ain't shit. That's how she feels. And you don't know everything. And watch him. And the greatest love of all should be happening within you. And then the back of this was fed up, and this man got all these sticky papers, all these reminders, all these things. So I think, and I truly believe, that if Papoose has went over there to see his daughter on her birthday or on Christmas, she texted a lot. She kept making sure she stayed in contact with him so she can know what's going on every hour on the hour, every minute on the minute, or she didn't want him to get off the phone. She was one of those type of significant others dealing with a guy who has a child with another woman and who's married but separated, that's supposed to be getting a divorce. Now, let's ask this. How does Remy Ma really feel about this divorce stuff going on? Is she really feeling like she's going to go through with it? Right? Let's ask true emotions. How is she really feeling about it? Right? Is she really going to go through with it based on how she's feeling emotionally currently? 1, 2, 3. Bumping heads is in the reverse. The police station is in the reverse. And marriage is upright. I feel like, yes, they were getting into it. They were getting into it in the past. I feel like at some point, intervention may have had to play a part, right? But overall, she still feel like, hey, they're still married. And what is spirit saying? And they're acting like they're fake busy, which means they're avoiding it because they still have a bond. They're still there. They're still there. They have a bond. Now, a lot of people who never been married or never experienced with it, I mean, having parents that was married or whatever the case may be. What people don't realize is that a lot of people do separate and never divorce. Even my parents, they were separated for like 26 or plus years, right? They got a divorce eventually, but they were separated all them years to the point that the kids are grown. Their youngest is in their middle 20s. They're like, we're not the reason why y'all married. Don't blame us. Y'all could have got a divorce if y'all wanted one. Why y'all ain't get one? That's up to y'all. That type of stuff. So honestly speaking, it's not even because of the kids that you stay married or you never get a divorce. It's up to y'all. So, and within that whole time frame, to keep it 100 with you, they both had relationships and everything else. But guess what? People had to understand that if any given time they wanted to go back to their husband or wife, they can do that. And that's what actually scared the significant others the most, right? And they always felt like they were in competition with my mom or, whatever the case may be. And it was weird, right? It was a competition with my mom, or it was some type of hidden animosity against her female children because they looked like my mom. And, my father would always say good things about my mom or the female children, things like that. So it's a lot, right? But that's a side note. But yeah, so I don't really have them getting a divorce unless she wants to do it, right? That's if she wants to do it. So right now, like, whatever. So let's ask this. How does Papoose currently feel about Clarissa Shields? How does Papoose currently feel about Clarissa Shields? What is his true emotions towards Clarissa Shields? What is going on currently? What is his current true emotions towards Clarissa Shields? How is he truly feeling? 1, 2, 3. This fake busy shows up again. Shocking news. And then there's a heartbreak. Child. Okay. So, fake busy. People got... Okay, either she was acting like she was busy while he had to do the dad thing for the holidays, and it wasn't really that, or it was vice versa. So somebody been acting like they don't notice and they got all this stuff going on. But it's shocking news in the reverse, right? So Clarissa, either Clarissa or Papoose, received some news that they didn't like. Right? You see this girl on the phone. Either they didn't like it or they didn't see it coming, right? You have heartbreak. Something actually hurt their feelings. So I'm assuming that it's something that hurt Clarissa's feelings that's going on here. And I'm feeling like it's Clarissa. Someone hurt Clarissa's feelings. Some information hurt Clarissa's feelings. She acted like she wasn't paying attention, but she really was, and something hurt her feelings. And it has something to do with him going to go see his child. Okay, so that's how that is. Right? So then let's see. Yeah, they're arguing too. All right, so let's ask this. Does Papoose sincerely want to divorce Remy Ma? Does he really want to divorce Remy Ma? What is his current true emotions about getting a divorce from Remy Ma? What is his current true emotions? Ooh. What did a lonely do on Christmas? 1, 2, 3. What is his current true emotions? Psycho in the past, spiritual, family, okay, so here's the thing. This is psycho, crazy, ex, obsessed, won't let go in the reverse. So either he was still holding on and going crazy, or she was. But somebody was going crazy over this shit. Okay, they was not themselves. Really not themselves. Okay, spiritual chaos, ego death, and I think it was him. You see this man going through like what is it? The night of the soul, the shadow. This is really deep for him. Okay, now I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes the things like that happen really breaks us down. Right? So I feel like he was really broken down. And then this is family in the reverse. So it's like he lost his family. His family is not in the... You see what I'm saying? You see him, her, and you see this baby. And it's in the reverse. And it's like it hurt him to be separated from that. That's what hurts. And at this point, all this whole thing, the whole thing about talking about divorce, this is all talking about he wants it his way. It's all talking about him being pride, ego, arrogant, stubborn, selfish, right? So this is just his pride and his ego talking when it's talking about a divorce. Because what it really is hurting him to even do it. Okay, so she like, look, we don't have to do it, but I do it, but we don't have to do it. And he's like, it will hurt. It's hurting me. It's hurting him to get a divorce from her because that's not what he really wants to do. Apparently, it's hurting him. And this talks about closing the cycle. So the thing is, if you're going to have a new cycle, you have to close the old cycle. So it's a cycle that either has to be cleaned up or closed. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's a new cycle, who's to say it's going to be with Clarissa? It might be back with Remy, right? But it's a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But look. But let's ask this. Current true emotions. Before we get to how Clarissa is feeling. Current true emotions. Does Papoose want to sleep with Remy Ma again? What is his current true emotions about being intimate with his wife again? Does he want to be intimate with his wife again? Is he yearning Remy Ma's bed? Because, you know, he got this young, feisty thing over there, Clarissa. So, you know, is he still low-key yearning for his wife? His estranged wife. 1, 2, 3. He got rejected. So, he's been rejected. So, the offer has been taken off the table. I think both parts, either she rejected him first, and to be honest, this is bad credit, debt, unemployment. It talks about some. Did she just... She like, I don't want you, nigga. You're broke. I don't want you. You did too much. You in debt to me. I can see Remy saying, you make my coochie dry. But the shade of it all, the shadiness of it all is that he would still do it. If he had the chance, right? If he had the chance, he would still do it. He's wearing a mask, okay? He's wearing a mask. And like I said, if she wanted to do it, he would do it, right? So if she wanted to call and be like, well, you know, at this point, I just want to work it out. They'd be on the low doing stuff. So that's why you got to watch Papoose. But for right now, he's doing him. He's dating, stress-free, setting goals, and career-focused, right? Right, for right now. And happily single. That's how he's viewing this whole situation. Which says a lot about how he's viewing Clarissa on the low, right? Because he's dating. He's not in a situation like he would be madly in love like with a Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? He's dating Clarissa. And he's happily single on the low, right? And he's focused on his career. Now, if Clarissa is helping him with that, then he's going to stay where the money resides, of course, right? Setting goals, things like that. But divine feminine in the reverse. Child. She was cold to him. She was cold. She was cold as ice. But yeah, so that's that. I don't even have to ask Remy Ma anything, right? So let me see something. Clarissa. Okay. Clarissa shows. How do you truly feel about Remy Ma? What's your true feelings towards Remy Ma? Ooh, let me wake up my husband, y'all. That's crazy. Let me wake up my husband. To get him together for work. What is Clarissa Shields' true feelings? He upstairs. I just don't feel like walking upstairs, y'all. Come on now. Okay, you up? All right, let's go. What is Clarissa Shields' true emotion towards Remy Ma? 1, 2, 3. What is her true emotion? Karmic lesson, twin flames, running, girl, workplace affair. Oh Lord. Okay. So she feels like, but see, here's the problem. While you talking mess, you low key acknowledging some stuff, girl. Karmic lesson, things happening. Right? So do you feel like Remy Ma's your karma? Are you getting karma based on how things happen between you and Remy Ma and you getting with Papoose? Because you know you was in her DM trying to be her friend and get, you know what I'm saying, like little tips on how to dress and stuff the whole time you wanted her man. Is it that, or is it you feel like you're her karma because what she did with Papoose, even though they was cheating on each other? It could be that, or it can be that for Papoose and Remy Ma, it was a karmic lesson there. Are you acknowledging that? I mean, we'll see. But then you also have twin flames in the reverse. So you're acknowledging that they were twin flames, right? And running is in the reverse, right? That was them. That was their On the Run tour. You know, it was like a Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? And to be honest, that's how she looked at them, right? So she wants that too. But that's how she looked at them. And it's all negative, okay? She looks at this as a big fat negative. So she's acknowledging who Remy Ma is to Papoose. And it's all negative. She looks at it as negative. That was his twin flame. That was this for him. She's acknowledging how important Remy Ma is to Papoose, and it's all negative to her. She doesn't like it. Okay. But of course you're not going to like it. And this talks about this workplace affair, right? So she's also going to acknowledge, she wants to acknowledge that when it comes to the stuff that happened with Remy, but also with you, Mel. This is an affair that you started too with Papoose some type of way. Right? And this says getting readings, which means that this girl is sitting here trying to figure out, trying to get clarity, trying to snoop about Remy Ma and Papoose. Right? She is dead set. So how does she feel when Papoose goes to see his daughter? How does he feel? Let me ask this because this can be a little bit more, whatever. How does she feel? How does Clarissa Shields feel when Papoose goes to see his daughter, right? Mackenzie, right? The golden child, okay? How does she feel? How does she truly feel when he says he's going to go see his daughter and do the co-parenting stuff, right? 1, 2, 3. Is she really okay with that? She's conflicted. She doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust that he is going to be the doting father, the emperor, the just ruler. She doesn't trust that. And she doesn't trust him while he's going there, where he's going. She don't trust where he's going. Okay. So he might have to meet up with Remy or some stuff like that. She don't trust it. Right? And this is the Lovers. This talks about Remy Ma too, because Remy Ma's a Gemini. Right? She doesn't trust him around Remy Ma. That's the problem. She does not. So, but which is crazy because then why are you dealing with a man who is married to someone who is separated and they still have a child, and this child is underage and they still have to co-parent. Why are you dealing with that? That's something that you don't need on planet Clarissa. You don't need it, right? But it's too late for all that, right? You're going to have to mature if that's what you want. Yeah. So, how does Clarissa feel about Papoose right now? What's her current true emotion? 1, 2, 3. The I love you. She wants Papoose to really show her that he loves her, right? And he's been telling her that, and she's been telling him that. Police station. Self-love comes back again. She is so up in her feelings. She wants to really that craziness that her cousin speak of is there. She wants to hurt Papoose because see, here's the thing. She has this thing about love. She feels like this man is supposed to love her, right? The police station, right? So she feels like the love that he's saying that he has does not have, and he does not have, and then she feels like, oh, whatever's going on with them right now, she feels like you gonna make me do something that's gonna get me locked up, right? And it's all because she doesn't have self-love. She's trying to get love she's trying to make the love that he says that he has for her as self-love. Like that's you see what I'm saying? Like it's not self-love at all. She's looking for love in the wrong places. And then you have this thug, right? So she wants to basically bam out on him. She wants to put her hands on this man. Okay. She actually do. That's going to get her locked up. Okay. So she's in her feelings. She don't know how to control her emotions. That's the problem. So whatever's going on, why is she really in her feelings? Is she mad that this man, and I'm going to just ask this and be done with it. Because I got to ask this again. Is she truly mad that this man had to leave her and go see his daughter or go whatever for Christmas? Is she mad about separation? What is she mad at? What is she really mad at this man? 1 and what for? 1, 2, 3. She's just mad because he's not showing up as the person who he says that he is, but she is showing up as who she says she is, right? And she's trying to have patience, and she's trying not to lose her cool with this man because she wants to put her grand support, and she wants him to have his grand support. She wants to work. She wants to do business. She wants to do all these things with him, right? So what she's really mad at is that he isn't who he is saying that he is. That's what she's mad at. And unfortunately, she needs to walk away from things that does not serve her. People, places, and things that does not emotionally serve her. And if she wants to create the things that she wants to create, I don't think he can go all the way with her, in the long run. Okay. So let's just ask this. Are they going to have a baby together? Let's just clean up this and be done with it. Are they going to have a baby together? 1, 2, 3. The 9 of Cups is in reverse. So 6 of Cups, that can be a baby. 1, 2, 1. But then you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so it's conflicted. For right now, here's what I want to say. Because you do have like baby cards, however, some things are in the reverse. So for that to happen, there's going to have to be some things. It's going to have to be they're going to have to get together and make nostalgic moments. They're going to have to be intimate. They're going to have to find peace within each other, love on each other, and it's going to happen. But for right now, no, not for right now. but it can possibly happen, right? But unless she discovers some shit that she don't like, that too, that can be a problem. But there could be, baby, if it could. It's still up in the air, right? So yeah, so it's not all the questions I got for them. Yeah, I just wanted to do an updated reading, and that was about like an hour. So welcome back for me. You know, it's my warm-up reading, so now I can do some other readings and stuff like that. So tell me how you like this, you guys, and I am gone. Oh, and tell me, do y'all think that Clarissa Shields was lonely on Christmas or something? And you know, people was hitting her nerves and stuff. What y'all think about Clarissa Shields and Papoose? Okay. So peace, love y'all, and see you guys later. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and book your readings. Peace.